want you to think of one word that kind of expresses an intention that you have for this year, something you want to bring.
The Early Childhood and Special Education Apprenticeship means that you're working as a paraeducator in San Francisco Unified in an early childhood environment, either as a special education assistant, a TK, or early childhood assistant. You're also taking classes at City College, so you're working towards certificates, permits, and degrees. You're also getting support and mentorship.
When I found out about the apprentice program from my classmate, I knew it was for me because I wanted to get deeper into education and I wanted to have a better understanding of how I could support students in education.
I want to be a teacher, and a teacher assistant is the first step for me to start my career. I want to work with the kids 3 to 5 is my first choice to work with them.
I've had some students say that either they have younger siblings and they've said that working with kids has actually helped them learn how to have a better relationship with their younger siblings. They've had to learn the patience it takes to work with children.
When I first got started, I actually got a summer job as a day camp counselor, and I was 18. I had a junior counselor I was working with who was 16. We had no experience besides babysitting, and we had 24 5-year-olds for 8 hours a day, the whole summer, and I loved it. I loved getting things ready, I loved connecting with every kid. They were just so interesting and so fun, and I loved talking with them, I loved helping them through their big emotions, and I knew that that was going to be part of my life's journey.
I was the second oldest in terms of my family dynamic and structure, and so that meant that I spent a lot of times supporting my mother with raising my younger siblings. She was a single mom. And then as my cousins started coming into play, and I have a huge family, I was always the one that corralled everybody together and played games and sang songs, and I just knew it was something that was just, I was always enjoying laughter when I was around children.
I started as a community relations specialist in an elementary school site, and the rest is history. I fell in love with the job, in love with the community and the students that I worked with. And like I said, I've been in the district 37 years, and so it kind of just captured my heart.
I've started as a nanny, then I started with the apprenticeship, and now I'm a para, and my goal is to be a teacher, to be in the classroom and to help make all these changes and be there for kids and hopefully, again, change somebody's life. My sister has autism. We didn't find out until very, very late. I saw how much she suffered and how hard it was for her to deal with school and everything. So it's one of the things that made me want to be a teacher.
If the village doesn't show a child love, the child will burn down a village to feel its warmth. And we definitely don't want children feeling the need to destroy, to feel something. We want them to feel like they're taken care of and warmed by our love.
When you're educating a child, it takes everybody involved, or everyone to be involved. For anyone from the custodian to the secretary of the school, to the elementary advisor, to the para, or to the classroom teacher. And even the neighborhood, the families, the corner store, the next door neighbors, living in the community of a school setting. It's so important that you are a part of the growth and the development of that student, a child that you're working with. They become the village.
You be patient. You have to have some positive mind. Sometimes the kids will make you crazy. Yes, and you have also think, oh, they are learning. They are not charging you, right? And every day, it's not every day. It should be every minute they change. Yes, you have to flexible, all right? And you also have to. It's not about the communication skills. It's not very high level because the kids they are not used to lots of academic work. Yeah, you have to work with them interact with them, right? And I think flexible, creative, patient, and love them and love your job.
Supporting a young apprentice as they're exploring the possibility of early childhood is really getting in the spot of forming relationships, forming true relationships with the families, connecting with people in the community in terms of schools that you're in, connecting with the students, and connecting with your colleagues. Everybody's needs are different. Everybody comes with gifts and they come with their own strengths and interests, and really being able to understand that and recognize that is where you actually are able to build a huge support system and also build that foundation for deep learning to happen.
We're teaching them about work ethic, about how to be a good team player in the workspace, things that I feel like no one had told me about before I went and started working. It's just something that you learn, like maybe you learned at home, how to be a good helper, but if you didn't learn it at home, like these are good ways where someone could be giving you that feedback. And I think for some students that are struggling at times, what I've noticed is what they focus on is like the love they're getting from the kids. That's what I've noticed in terms of what they're getting out of the experience. Like they're really surprised at how the students respond to them. And they're really surprised that they actually feel like a teacher. You know, the little ones, like preschoolers especially, call them Teacher Alexa or Teacher Anna, or, you know, so the kids, it makes them feel empowered in some way, I think, and gives them a little confidence.
I think this career is amazing for young people who want to have fun at work, who want to build relationships with other people, who are creative, and who see the joy and the potential in children.
It's a process to learn with the kids together. It's not only you teach the kids, you also learn from the kids. Yeah, the kids also is your teacher too.
It's not a babysitting job. It's not a cushy job where you just, you know, you're loving and hugging the kids all day or whatever. That it's all about educating the child.
There's a learning process. It's not pushing them or force them to do it. They learn it gradually, eventually, right? And the kids, they also the teacher, because I think we are the adult. Sometimes we think the things is too complicated. The kids, the mindset is help you to think it simple, just help you to how to get interaction with them, right?
Some kids just, you know, want a hug. Some kids just want, you know, for somebody to hold their hand. And we as educators change the world.
There's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days, but you got to ask yourself each day, why do you do what you do? Why do you come back to this? You know, and if you can answer that, then you kind of know whether or not you're right for this apprenticeship program.